gotta do that over. All right, there we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 215 for this Monday, December 1st. I'm your host, Rod, here in sunny Philadelphia, but cold brick. It's brick out. It's not even a cold behind the brick. It's just brick. It's brick out right now in Philadelphia. But I'm here with some of my good friends in the chat. I appreciate you guys for being here. This is the show where we talk about today's tech news, today's eInk news, all that kind of stuff. We do random stuff as well. We're going to talk about some random things today, but we also got the Node Air 5C we're going to talk about. Oh boy, the Node Air 5C, I'll tell you. We're going to get into it. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the chat crew for being here. Appreciate you guys. If you like this kind of stuff, consider giving me a like. Consider subscribing if you find some value in the show we're giving today as well. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know you. BM was like, "Happy Thanksgiving, extra weight people." It's BM, so I know he didn't mean anything by that. Don't take that personal, everybody. Okay, BM means well. Okay, he didn't mean that how it sounded. Trash talk is upcoming. Incoming trash talk, Dr. Ling. That's for sure. Trash talk is incoming. I mean, not a lot of trash talking. I mean, I got a little more work to do with it. I haven't spent a lot of time with it, to be honest with you. All my files weren't really, when I was trying to really work with it, all my files weren't migrated over to it just yet. So there's a couple random things that I had to deal with before I could do some real testing. So the real testing is yet to come. But I do have some impressions, though. I do have some impressions. Let's get to the holidays, you guys. Today's holidays, first off, we got to talk about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks Day today. You know, fun fact about Rosa Parks, you guys, since it's Rosa Parks Day today. Fun fact about Rosa Parks is that the civil rights movement that started with Rosa Parks, you know, sitting in the back of the bus. I'm sure you guys know the story. And the civil rights movement here in the United States. She wasn't the person who really did that. Give you some backstory. So there was a young lady, I don't remember her name, but there was a young lady who initially sat in the front of the bus when she wasn't supposed to and got in trouble for it. She was arrested. Now, the problem was the civil rights leaders at the time saw the young lady and was like, we can't, you know, this is the perfect time to do what we want to do, but this girl she is not the person we need to put in front of America to say we need civil rights, right? So she wasn't the quote unquote cookie cutter civil rights kind of person. So she didn't fit the mold. She was pregnant. She was really dark skinned. All of these things were going on at the time. So what they did was they were like, okay, well, listen, after they got her out of jail, right? They took her story, got her out of jail. Then they took someone and said, hey, Rosa Parks, you're in the movement. We need you to go and get arrested for doing this thing. And then basically we can start. Anyway, I thought that was so interesting when I found that out. So anyway, National Rosa Parks Day today. She kicked off the civil rights movement. But again, like I said, she was a stand-in for a young lady who was brave enough to actually do that on her own. Whereas Rosa Parks, you know, she was kind of put in that position. Very interesting story. Cyber Monday today. What do we know about Cyber Monday? All the deals are happening today. What do you guys got? Let me know. We're going to talk about that too. So anytime you guys want to, let me know what the biggest deals you got for Cyber Monday, and or actually just Black Friday, whatever deals I don't care what deal you got for Black Friday. I got a deal that's better than that. Okay, I don't care what deal you got. My deal's better. All right. National Apple Pie Day. There's numerous apple pie days here in the United States. This is just one of them, okay? We're going to celebrate it a lot this year or next year. All right, and those were the holidays. Let's get on to the randos. Actually, let's get to the chat real quick. See what you guys are saying in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, extra way people got to that for BM. I'm on the West Coast, and I need my rants about tech for my morning commute. Much better than my gas station coffee. No doubt, Param. I'm with you. Dr. Lane says trash talk upcoming, and it is. BM, no doubt, BM. Respect the fact that you will trash anything, even your preferred platform. Absolutely. I will. If it deserves to be trashed, I'm trashing it. Robert, how's it going? I have a Remarkable Paper Pro October 2024. I contacted them about the screen, and they had me send pictures. I received a new device in less than a week. What? They didn't send me one. They asked me for pictures. I sent them pictures. You see, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening. My Remarkable trash talking is caught up with me. I don't even talk trash about Remarkable. If anything, I put the cape on for Remarkable all the time. I grab my shield, my sword. I go to battle all the time for Remarkable. It's not respected. The honesty is not respected. All right, let's move on. Randos. Getting back in the swing of things. So I took a hiatus, you guys. I wasn't on socials or nothing for the break. So my bad, you guys. I'm back and getting back in the swing of things today. Today's show is probably going to reflect I'm just getting back into the swing of things literally this morning. So yeah. So bear with me. Black Friday deals. What were your best Black Friday deals, you guys? Let's see them. What were the best Black Friday deals you got? I gotta know, because I got one that would blow anybody's deal out the water. I'm blowing it out of the. Oh, I messed that up. Let me try that again. Anybody's deal that's coming up, I'm blowing it out of the water. Okay, I don't care what kind of deal you got. My deal's better. But we'll continue that throughout the show. How was you guys Thanksgiving though? Did you guys BM clearly was eating? How was you guys Thanksgiving? What did you guys have? Was it good? Did you get along with the fam? That's the big question. Different types of cornbread. Now, no matter what you had, there's stuffing. I said different types of cornbread. I meant different types of stuffing. There's different types of stuffing for Thanksgiving, right? To have with turkey and whatever. It depends on where you're at in the world. As a matter of fact, it depends on where you're at in the country, right? Because in the South, they do cornbread stuffing. I don't even know if you guys know what cornbread stuffing is. To me, that's the real stuffing. But then up to in the Northeast, you got like the breadcrumb dressing or stuffing, right? You got all these kinds of different stuffings. What kind of stuffings do you guys have? Let's see. Or do we have any cornbread stuff? You know what? It's time for a poll. It's time for a random poll. Let's get the random poll going. What kind of stuffing for Thanksgiving? Let's get a poll up. So I want to see what we got. We got cornbread. We got breadcrumb. Oh, can I spell breadcrumb? And then we'll add a third option. We'll just put other for people who do something other than that. All right, there we go. What do we got, you guys? What do we got? We got the Thanksgiving stuffing poll going on. What kind of stuffing we dealing with? We got cornbread, we got breadcrumb, or we got other. Let me know, chat. Let me know what kind of stuffing you guys doing. I'm presuming it's gonna be the same kind of stuffing you guys are gonna do for Christmas. It's Aaron says it's cornbread dressing. Nothing else matters. I feel you. Listen, I'm from the South, so like it's cornbread dressing to me too. You can't walk in my mom's house with that. No doubt. But some people don't do the stovetop. They'll make their own breadcrumbs. I've seen people do that. They'll bake their own bread, let the bread get hard and crumble it up, or bake it till it's hard and then crumble it and then let it sit out and then crumble it up and then make the dressing from that. I've seen that done too. We got 40% cornbread. What's the other percent? Oh, 40% cornbread, 40% breadcrumb, and 20% other. Wow, what's the other? I'm interested. Whoever voted for other, what was the other? I'll be interested to know what the other is. All right, you guys, let's go on from the randos. Let's go on to the tech news, shall we? What we're gonna get that transparent screensaver happening, or transparent transition happening. Transparent transitions. That's a thing. Okay. What do we got here in the tech news? We only have 2 stories in tech news. Like I said, I'm just getting back to swing of things. My bad, you guys. I have a way better show tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will be way better. I promise. We'll have more Node Air 5C stuff as far as testing tomorrow too, because I'm doing a lot of testing today. Things I couldn't do because my files weren't properly downloaded. And you know what? I was going to do testing even though they were downloaded. And I'm like, you know what? That wouldn't be fair. It's probably downloading all kinds of other stuff. The updates just happened. It hasn't even got a chance to cycle through. I felt bad giving it, putting it through the paces right out of the gate. So today I'm going to do that and present some of my numbers tomorrow. What do we got here? First story we got is going to be about Netflix. Netflix kills ChromeCasting on mobile devices. What do we got here? So according to The Verge, we have Netflix has removed the ability to cast shows and movies from phones to TVs, unless subscribers are using older Chromecast devices. And an update help page on Netflix website, first reported by Android Authority, says that streaming service no longer supports casting shows from the mobile device to most TVs and TV streaming devices. I think that's very weird. That's one of the best uses of like my phone, is like being able to cast shows from it. And instead directs users to navigate Netflix using the remote that came with their TV hardware. I guess because most TVs come with the software now. But the problem is a lot of the software is janky on TVs, and it gets old quick. And the hardware, you keep a TV hardware. I mean, you keep TV hardware for about 10 years at least, right? It's just going to get slow and nasty after a while. But then again, I guess you can just pop a Chromecast in there, so never mind. The change seems to have rolled out in the last few weeks, with one user on Reddit reporting that casting support was removed on November 10th with 0 warning. Do you guys use casting? Do you guys Chromecast at all? That's one, like I said, my favorite uses of my cell phone is casting stuff from the cell phone to the TV. But how you guys feel about that? Oh snap. Okay, we got more. Oh, breadcrumb. Wow, breadcrumb's winning the poll right now for the stuffing / dressing. Interesting. Okay. We got a lot of people living up north. I guarantee it. We got a lot of people living up north, because down south, if this was a down south poll, it'd be cornbread for sure. All right. Back to the Chromecast issue here. Casting support is still available on older Chromecast devices or TVs that support Google Cast natively. Okay, so the pop-in HDMI devices, according to the Netflix support page, but only for subscribers on pricier ad-free plans, which start from $17.99 per month. Whoa. Netflix users are with an ad-supported subscription, $7.99 per month, will be unable to cast from their phones even if they own legacy Chromecast devices. Wow, so this is getting crazy. Like killing the Chromecast, Netflix ability to Chromecast, and like I said, I've been losing Netflix ability with my Google devices for the last few years. Like I used to be able to walk into the house and be like, "Hey, blank, play this show on Netflix," and it would just start the show on the TV in the room that I'm in, right? Because it knows what room I'm in. Man, I miss those days. I miss the days that smart devices were actually smart. I do. I really do. I really do miss that. Fruit and nutty stuffing, no raisins. Oh, fruit and nutty stuffing. That's interesting, BM. So that was BM with the other stuffing. That's interesting. All right, let's get back to the tech news here. Next story we got up is going to be about smartphones at age 12 linked to worse health. Let's see what this is all about. Preteens who own smartphones are likelier to have depression, obesity, and insufficient sleep than their peers, according to a new University of Pennsylvania-led study. Look at the University of Pennsylvania doing some work out here. Why it matters: roughly half of American kids now own a smartphone by the time they turn 11. Pediatric health groups have recommended appropriate screening time for use, but there are no public health guidelines on the appropriate age for kids to get their first smartphone, says the study. What they found: kids who own a smartphone at age 12 were found to have about 31% higher odds of depression, 40% higher odds of obesity, and 62% higher odds of insufficient sleep than their peers who didn't have one. Who cares about sleep? Okay, they're young. They're okay. Researchers analyzed data from the National Institute of Health-Supported Adolescents Brain Cognitive Development Study assessment conducted between 2016, and 2022. The study included responses from 10,588 youths. Kids who have smartphones were more likely to be female, Black, or Hispanic. Wow, and from lower income households. Kids who had smartphones are more likely. That's crazy, really? I thought the richer, like higher economic status kids would be the more likely for the smartphone. That's wow, okay. The findings will be published in a forthcoming issue of the journal Pediatrics. Wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. Any thoughts on that? That's super interesting right there. Especially the group of kids that they consider that they polled with smartphones. I thought that was. I'm gonna actually read that whole research paper when it comes out in the journal Pediatrics. I'm gonna keep my eye on that because I want to find out the finer details on that. Super interesting stuff. Super interesting. All right, everybody, let's go on to the eInk portion of the show, shall we? Okay, that's how I envision it. As far as the poll goes here for the cornbread or breadcrumb stuffing or dressing if you're cornbread and from the South. Yeah, we got breadcrumbs leading the pack here. Okay, breadcrumbs leading the pack. I don't know what got some. I guess BM with the fruit raisin thing with 17%, but yeah. Okay, all right, there we go. What else we got here? For eInk, we have the Note Air 5C first impression. So let's take a look at this thing. So this isn't it. Okay, so we got the Note Air. I only know it because the screensaver on it is the screensaver that I put on it. And then you got, this is the Note Air 4C. This is the 5C right here. You would never know the difference. The color, I mean, you know what? What, chat? Holy cow. Hold up. Be right back. All right, chat. Let's get this thing situated. I don't even know how this happened. That was supposed to be bam. Okay. There we go. All right. So, taking a look at these devices. So we can see a slight color difference, right? In normal lighting, like fluorescent light, like this is normal daylight. I got natural light coming in here. You can see the difference. This is darker right here. This is the 4C and this is the 5C on this side. So it's a bit lighter. But also the logo they changed the logo from the bottom to the top like they did it on the Note Air 3C. So this is where it was on the 3C. This is where it is on the 4C. And they went back to the. Okay, so everything is the same though. I mean, I'm not telling you guys nothing you don't know. So everything is the same here. I expected some form of refinement. I thought, you know what? When I get it, I'm going to look at it and find that spot that they refined that no one talked about, no one said anything about. There's nothing. This is the same chassis. They added buttons. Okay, they added some buttons to it that I'll never use. I will never use their pen. I threw their pen away during the unboxing. The unboxing's coming out soon. During the unboxing, I literally just threw it away. Aggravation ensued with that pen. You know what? I'll grab it. I'm so mad about this thing right here. This pen right this, and I know people were saying, oh, if you just. People were saying, oh, if you twist the pen when you put it on there. Like I watched Dave's video. I watched Dave. Shout out to Dave. So it's just not right. I mean, like again, I'm not telling you guys anything you didn't know, but this cap does not stay in place, and I don't like that at all because that makes me not want to use it. Okay. Secondly, why are we doing this? Why are the pens coming with thimbles still? Like what? Just stop doing this. This could have been used for something. I don't know what. And I know people are like, oh, it's better to have something than nothing. No, it's not. It's not. Just there's no need for this. Like if you were to try to use this and you put it, okay, it doesn't. The buttons are a way bigger issue than this is now. So never mind. You know what? I'm not even going to gripe about this anymore. because the buttons are a way bigger hindrance to this pen than this thimble could ever be. I just don't like why. It's something else you have to keep. Who's using this? Who's continually putting this back on here like this? You tell me. You tell me. Like, this thimble is crazy. Anyway, I'm putting that aside. I wiped the screen off with a microfiber cloth, okay? Because I heard everyone was like, you know, from Jeff Moss to Voya was saying, rub it with a microfiber cloth, it won't squeak. I'm like, I don't care if it squeaks. I'll never use this piece of trash. I'll never use this. And I implore you, if you're buying this device deserves way, I don't know if it deserves way better than this pen yet, but I feel like it deserves way better than this pen. You spend $500 on this? Do yourself a favor. Spend like $30 on a really good pen. This is not it. I'm sorry, it's going to cost you a little bit more than $30. My bad. But get yourself a really good pen for this thing. Let's end this poll. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Cornbread is coming up the rear. Cornbread got 43%. Listen, cornbread is way more popular than I thought. I'm going to leave this poll up for a little bit. We might get some more votes. Okay, so, now, again, I'm not even going to talk about this pen because it's never going to use that thing ever. There's no need to talk about it. We're just going to go back to the device. Okay, so there's nothing hardware wise to talk about with this pen right here. I mean, with the device right here. So hardware, there's nothing. I mean, the speakers, I don't know if they're upgraded, but upgrading the speakers in the Note Air 4C would be like, I don't know, upgrading your trash bin from having one handle to two handles. It's still a trash bin. So, I mean, anyway, it's still going to sound like trash. It's nothing tells me that even if they upgraded the speakers in here, I'm going to find out that it's still going to sound like trash. But we're moving on. So no hardware updates here. Now, one thing I did find out, and I was able to test because this wasn't really a performance issue or a performance thing. There is light bleed still happening. So there's light bleed happening right along where the screen come in contact with the body of the device, all along the edge, all around. So there is light bleed when you're using the front light. Just like on the 3C, just like the 4C, light bleed. That doesn't bother me so much because I'm rarely in a dark room using the light. You know what? When would I ever use the light but in a dark room? I'm lying. It does bother me to a little bit. It's not a deal breaker, but it's annoying a little bit because it catches my eye when I'm. Okay, moving on. I just want to see some progression. The 3C had that problem. The 4C had that problem. Now the 5C has that problem. I just want to see some refinement going on. That would have been an awesome little touch. Oh, the light bleed, it's done. We fixed it. No. Moving on. To turning the device on. Okay, so chat, people were like, "Oh, you know what I will say? Let's do this test right here first before I go on to what people say." So people were like, oh, the 5C, oh, you know what? The screens are at the same brightness right now at 20. Just so you guys know, if you guys looking at the screen. So the screens are at the same brightness. We're at 20 bright. Up. Can we see this? Yeah, we're at 20 brightness for both of these devices here. Just so you guys can see that. So if you see any differences here, it's because actually, you know what? I want to just turn front light off altogether. Okay, what just okay, there we go. Oh wow, that got pretty dark. All right, we'll just do it like this. No front light. You know what? No, screw that. We'll just go back. to 20. We'll just, because that looks way better. All right, so we'll go back to 20. But even at this, we can see there's a little bit different. There's a little reddish here versus more of a pale color on this side over here with the 4C. 5C has definitely got a little more reddish of a tint to it as far as the front light goes. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. I have never noticed this light bleed, says Aaron. Oh yeah, it's there, bro. Check out my video for the Note Air 3C and the 4C. I show it on both of those, and I showed it on the 5C too. I don't even take those stylus out of the box, says Aaron. And David from Tablet Tech was one of the first ones to say wipe the screen off. Yeah, I definitely wiped it off. Like I said, it wouldn't matter to me. I'm using ceramic on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, what does matter to me, is how well it pulls up files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, since everything has been synced already, let me turn off the Wi-Fi. So nothing should be happening that's going to hinder the performance here. All right, so Wi-Fi is off on both devices. I gotta say though, you guys, the battery is going like there's no manana on this 5C. I got it and it was at 89%. I mean, this morning it was at 89% when I was doing things with it. It's at 67% right now. I mean, it did an update. Yeah, it had to sync. Never mind. That's probably a big drain. Never mind. We'll 86 that. Can the light bleed be more of a Xmas thing and change its colors like BM's doing his L impression right now. But anyway, looking at these two devices now, did he just say he uses a ceramic nib anyway? Yeah, I use a ceramic nib, Mr. EX. I use ceramic nibs on all of my devices. So, but through any event, I want to see if this device will load my stroke heavy technical drawings, as fast as each other. The 4C was trash at it. The 5C I'm hoping is better. Let's go ahead and open up this drawing right here. All right, so the 4C loaded that up a little faster. Let's back out. And we'll close that node up too. And we'll try that again. At the very least, it's not faster than the 4C with pulling this up. And this is an 8-page notebook that has 3 layers per page. I don't know if it has color or not. Let's close that again. All right, one last time for the book 3. The 4C is responding faster too. It just, when I hit it, it just responds faster. Anyway, not better in that category, I wouldn't say. Let's go to another stroke heavy technical drawing I have here. We'll do the manta loop. And we'll do this first one, page 3. I think this is the one. All right, let's check and see what happens here. Yeah, the 4C is pulling things up faster than the 5C. You know what we'll do too? We'll go back to that 8-page. Notebook, and then what I'll do is I'll pull it up with all pages, and we can see what it does then, because that's really taxing on the system, and we'll really see what the difference in speed is like between these two systems, at least for notes. Let's go back to the crystal nib, and we'll open up this page again. Okay, and now we'll go to page view. Okay, so it didn't pull them all up there. Let's try that one more time because we were on two different types of page view at first. Okay, now that was pretty quick. It was almost auto populated right there. I mean, it's negligible to me. That's not negligible to me for sure. The recent update to the Node Air 4C that helped the Palm rejection, and by the way, the Go 10.3 has that as well. Now we'll talk about that a little bit later. But the update to the Node Air 4C also helped in saving and opening notes, so that may have led to other optimizations in other places that they didn't put in the change log because it's responding very well right now. The 4C is that this crystal nib file that I've been opening up would take a minute before that update, or not, or more. Like it would just be loading and loading and loading. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. So the 4C seems to be doing things and handling things a lot better than it normally would. Here, let me open this up again. Actually, I'm going to open up another file that would normally crash the system. So let's open up a file with tons of color, tons of layers. What do we got? Oh, it's the eNote. I wonder if I can search this. Oh boy. I'm gonna pull up this eNote file. It has tons of layers, has tons of has color and all of that. So can't wait. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I can search this over here as well and bring this up. All right. Can I cancel this and just pull it up? Perfect. All right, so I'm not seeing like huge gains here for speed. I mean, again, like I said, the system has to catch up a little bit. I understand that. Um, yeah, but I'm just not seeing huge speed gains. But you know what though? As long as it doesn't crash, that's useful to me. Because but then again, the 4C isn't crashing right now either. So and normally a file like this would crash the Node Air 4C, pulling it up. But it's not. You know, it's taking a while to get through it all, right? But it's not crashing it, and it's not doing any worse than the Node Air 5C here. Let me pull up one more file. This file right here is the file that I pulled up that would instantly crash the whole system for me when I first got the Node Air 4C. I think that was the Ink Center video. I heard they were doing a revision of their whatever they call their Ink Center now. um, but yeah, let's find that. Oh no, that's not. what was it called? Oh man, I forgot what the old name of it was. But there's a document that I did. Can I search that? There's a document that I made that I pulled it up on the Node R4C, like I said, when I first got it, and it would instantly crash it. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just pull up this file on both devices right now. Okay, so the 5C got around to pulling it up. Yeah, see this file right here. Oh, let me pull it back up here. This file right here would instantly crash my system. Now, just to show you, I have like 3 layers here, and that's 3 layers for each page that I'm working with on this document right here. Now let's see what happens when this is the test right here that I did, that when I did this, it crashed the system. So what I did was I selected everything on the page. And then I cut it. So I'm just going to cut it. Nice. Okay. Not bad. And then we're going to paste it. Not bad. Okay. So, I mean, this is something that I legit had a problem with before. Just that action right there on a 3-layer page, 3-layer document would crash the system. It doesn't even stutter right now. So, man, they've done a really good job with the software. Okay, let's do it on the 5C. Oh, let's get this out of here. All right, there we go. Okay, let's do it on the 5C now. Oh, did it do it? I don't think it copied the whole thing there. Let's go back. What is happening here? Okay, let's just refresh. I got to set up my refresh gestures. I haven't done that yet. So let me find the refresh. There we go. Okay, all right. I don't know why this line is there now, but that's a little weird. That little artifact thing up there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. That probably doesn't come through on camera right now. But all right, let's go ahead and select this. I am having the hardest time selecting on here. Okay, let's try to lasso this one more time. All right, there we go. Okay, now we can go ahead and cut it. Okay, yeah, no issues. Okay, yeah, I mean, what can I say? I think the performance of it is really nice. I think the performance is really, really good. I mean, I would have to do way more testing on it than this, but that's one of the things I cared about. Okay, let's kill the stuffing. Cornbread 1. but it's cool that yeah, we'll leave that up. We'll leave it up for the time being until we get another poll. We'll leave it up for the time being. But yeah, so as far as the Node Air 5C and its performance against the Node Air 4C, I'm going to do videos and tests on this particular stuff. But right now, it just seems like it's as good. Let's go to the chat. I missed a lot of chat. My bad. Fruit and stuffing sounds like bread pudding. Cornbread, Trinity mix, turkey or chicken or shrimp, some Creole seasoning and some gravy on the side. Oh, and you need chicken broth. Oh, for the cornbread stuffing. Absolutely. Smart device today just mean Wi-Fi connectivity, says Dr. Ling. I totally agree with that. The pen doesn't look bad, but the placement on the tablet sucks, says Aaron. I agree. Good morning, Oz. What do you got here? Don't even take those stylus out of the box. Yep, we got there. And they are from Teletech. Yep, we got there too. I have never noticed this light bleed, says Aaron. I think we talked about that as well. Wait, you used the Note Air 4C to draw the Manta loop? LOL. Yep, I dang sure did. Why would you draw on the Manta? The Manta has no drawing tools. It has a drawing app with no drawing tools. It doesn't even have a fill tool. Dude, that's like the most elemental of digital drawing. Fill. Like, you can't. Anyway. I use my Remarkable to draw my Manta screensaver. LOL. I can't say I'm super surprised so far, being that both devices have the same SoC. Well, both devices do have the same SoC, but I thought that they would be different. I thought that the 5C would be more optimized. It feels like the 5C is just the 4C with pogo pins and buttons, both of which I care nothing about. The screen better be good. Oh, this thing is going back. The screen better be good. Because the performance, for my uses, I mean, that's how I gauge performance. How well can I manipulate large pieces of text that I'm writing? Can I cut, copy, paste? Can I draw with hundreds and, maybe thousands of strokes and it pulls it up? No problem. It handled all of my drawings, well, my most difficult drawings, with no problem. But the Note Air 4C is handling it with no problem. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. My thing was the performance. Oh, can I draw and it still feel good? Well, oh man, I'm torn. I'm torn. Aaron, I couldn't figure out how to bring over a PDF to trace over, and I'm unable to copy paste handwriting between PDFs and notes. Just so they say have the same starting point. The Supernote ambassador will punish y'all for not using the Manta to draw. LOL. They have the best drawing app. They do not have the best drawing app. That drawing app is trash. Like you draw on the Supernote when you want to challenge yourself. Like how people draw, like people carve in stone, or they draw on like really hard surfaces. Like, yeah, it's challenging. That's why I want to do it. Yeah, that's when you pick up the Manta. But a quick doodle, but I'm talking about technical drawings. Like, that's the beauty of the drawing for me. You can just do a doodle on anything. The Remarkable is good for a quick doodle. And honestly, I don't know if the Supernote does more than the Remarkable in the drawing form, in the drawing arena. I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel. All right, what else we got here? All right, I think we got to the end of the chat there. Yeah, I'm not so right now for the Note Air 5C, I'm not blown away. Hardware wise, it's nothing. Like there's no, like I said, the pogo pins and the buttons. Okay, if you use this as an e-reader and the buttons mean that much to you, okay, fine. I don't care about having I don't even care about having speakers on this thing. I would never, like, if you use the speakers on this, it should be a last-ditch effort. You left your phone at home. Like, how you got to where you're at, I don't know, but you left your phone at home. And you need speakers, or I don't know what reason you would use this versus the thing you have in your pocket all the time, which is your phone. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would do that. Meetings, maybe, but not the speakers, though. The microphone I get for meetings. I guess you have to, if you're offering a microphone, you probably got to offer speakers too, just so people can hear back what was being. Yeah, but man, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I guess that works. That definitely works. What else we got here? But yeah, I can't see me caring about this if the performance doesn't hold up, unless the color on the screen is that much better. And you know what I can do? We can judge the color right now. Oh, you know what we can do? We can judge the color on both of these devices against the eNote Pro. Holy cow! Okay, let's do that right now, chat. Let's see if the colors are better at least. We're gonna turn the front light off though, because I don't want anything to have an unfair advantage. Off. There we go. I don't want any one thing to have an unfair advantage here. So we're gonna turn that off. But what we're gonna do is yes. Oh, I gotta turn my sync back on. Oh. All right, there we go. Where's the sync switch? Why would I have turned sync off? I would have never turned sync off. Oh, how do we? Yeah, I don't know where sync got turned off at, but it shouldn't be off. Library settings. Okay, maybe it's off in here. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So we're gonna look at what we have here. We're gonna bring up the color chart. I should have the color chart here as well. There we go. The source file of this. Oh my goodness. So I guess it's still pulling the chart over. While that's doing that, we're gonna go. We're gonna grab the eNote Pro here and get her booted up. Oh. Yes. All right, so while this is starting up here, it was gonna be pretty cool to see the different colors. I'll do measurements on these in a more official capacity as well. But I think this will be a really good telltale sign of the color on, or if how good the screen is, because the performance to me, the performance isn't like oh, how come none of these things are uploading or uploaded? Oh, maybe I have to upload or download the chart from somewhere. That sucks. Oh, that sucks, chat. I really wanted to. Let me just pull this up here. Oh, so I didn't pull the color chart up here either. All right, so we'll do that tomorrow. That'll be on tomorrow's show. So what I'll do is I'll make sure the color chart is on all devices tomorrow, and we'll do a color test. Because to me, for the Note Air 5C, since the performance seems to be on par with the 4C, and like I think Dr. Lean pointed out, I think you turned Wi-Fi off earlier, says Rob. Yeah, I did. I had to get it back on. But I'm gonna give my files a chance to sync over and put the color chart on all of these all of these devices, and then I'll look at the color on tomorrow's live stream to see how that pans out. We can also do some color tests live tomorrow too. So what we'll do is we'll do color tests on the Note Air 5C tomorrow. We'll do color tests to see if the color is better than the Note Air 4C, to see if it's better than. I really honestly doubt that the color on the Note Air 5C is going to be better than the color on the eNote Pro. I really doubt it. It looks really good. So I would be super interested to see that. So tomorrow's show, we'll do the color test, you guys, to see if at least the screen is better. Performance-wise, I haven't seen anything in my testing before the live stream when I got it. And today on the live stream pulling up those files, I haven't seen anything that tells me that, for my use case, that the 5C is faster. Real world, that is. How long until he figures that? Yeah. Dr. Ling. I figured it out already. Jeez, God. But yeah, so we'll do color test tomorrow on this. So it should be a little more informative with me getting the color chart on all of these. But yeah, that's going to be super interesting. So if the performance doesn't hold up and the color doesn't hold up, there's no need for me to have the Note Air 5C. I mean, I can't hate on the device, to be honest with you right now. I wanted to come on here with some fire and brimstone, but I can't because it's the 4C. It's the 4C with all its drawbacks and everything. It's the 4C with pogo pins and buttons. That's my take right now. Unless something changes, which I doubt that it will. All right, let's close this poll out here. So Cornbread led the pack. It beat out Breadcrumbs with 9 votes, and it beat out Other as well. That's a super interesting poll. I never would have thought that. I thought the Breadcrumbs would have won that poll. I definitely thought the Breadcrumbs would have won that poll, you guys. So again, let's go ahead and get this going here. So again, tomorrow, color test for the Note Air 5C. We'll find out if the screen is better. That's going to be the saving grace. Is the screen better? I'm gonna do some testing tonight, and I'll bring it on live and show you guys tomorrow. But I don't. It's probably better than the 4C, but I don't know if it's better than the eNote Pro. And it definitely won't be better than that Scribe Color Soft. I can't wait. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining the show. This has been Rants About Tech Live. We talk about today's eInk news, today's tech news. We do random stuff here too as well. Hit the like button if you like the show, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this. If you got some value from the show, you hit the join button. You get you a badge as well while you're at it. Let me know you joined. And then join the Discord. Link in the description down below. Also, all the stories I talked about today are in the description of the show, as well as they are in every show that we do here. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We got Aaron, we got Dr. Ling, we got Mr. X. I don't know. Good to see you, first time guy. BM, we got Aaron, we got Robert, we got who else we had? Did I say Dr. Ling already? And Parm? If I didn't, I got you guys. If I didn't get you, I'll get you next time. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you all tomorrow morning with some more tests on the Note Air 5C. Until then, you guys, take care.